there's a thing called survivor's remorse. And, that's what I learned that I have, survivor's remorse sometimes. So, you can self-sabotage, or you can come out of it. Yeah. And I tell the story all the time about, so my brother went to Vegas to get married on Thursday and died Friday. So, the Coney Islands in Detroit, this is what we serve.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah, this
classic.
This is our thing. We call it the big breakfast.
Okay. I just recently heard that your chili was so good that Sam's wife, she started crying. Is that true?
It's actually very true. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought something was wrong with it originally, and then she told me why she cried. So,
wow.
And I explained to her that was my dad's original recipe.
Whoa.
I tweaked it a little bit, but it's still pretty much authentic from what he used to do back when I was a kid.
Wow.
So yeah.
Man, y'all heard it, man. I mean, come to come to the diner to get some chili, man. Oh my gosh. I just wanted to start with just a little bit about who you are, like where you come from, and how did you end up here at in Wake Forest, Grandma's Diner?
Originally, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I was born and raised there, and inner city kid. Graduated from Detroit Persian.
Okay.
Went to the Marine Corps when I got out of high school. Did 6 years there, and then left the Corps and actually did hair for about 10 years.
Okay.
And my mother would tease me and say, "That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Your calling in life is to be in the kitchen."
Wow.
So I fought it for 10 years.
Wow.
And then my mom, she had MS for quite a few years.
Okay.
And so that was my tribute to her, to go to culinary school.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I went and fell in love.
Yeah.
And called her one day and said, "How'd you know?" And she said, "I'm your mom." So
yeah.
But I've always cooked. Even as a kid. Growing up, we make grilled cheese sandwiches and stuff like that. So it was just natural.
Wow.
It was just natural.
Wow.
I give a lot of credit to my parents and my grandparents.
Yeah, that's a good question. You know how some people can naturally draw,
Yeah.
and then some people are just naturally fast.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say it was natural, what does that mean to you?
So there were things that I would do in the kitchen that I didn't know the names of, like a chiffonade, type of cut. And then when I went to culinary school, it put the clarity with it.
Oh,
the name.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, I've been doing this for a long time. I just didn't know the name. So, just kind of things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess to have a natural palate. I love all types of food, all cuisines. So it's just a blessing to be able to do something that I love.
Yeah. So you have a ideal on what tastes good, what tastes bad, sweet, bitter, things like that. Okay. So you're from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're in North Carolina now.
Yeah.
So how did you end up here?
So I came down actually 10 years ago next month, February. And so I was cooking a few places in Detroit, and I wanted to do a food truck. Well, 10 years ago, food truck laws in Detroit were pretty archaic. And there was nothing except for what we used to call roach coaches, pre-made stuff.
Wow.
And you can go to, just kind of pick up what you want, salads, sandwiches, stuff like that. So I did some research and found out that the South is pretty much where the food trucks are most popular.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So I picked up and moved down here.
Okay.
Bought a food trailer and had it built out. And, I originally did a menu called Detroit's Tony's Conies.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So in Detroit, we do what we call Coney Island menus.
Yeah.
They're open 24 hours. You can get breakfast, lunch, or dinner any time of day.
Okay.
So I knew that would be a great concept.
Okay.
There's a lot of people from Michigan down here.
Yeah.
So I just kind of figured I'd roll with that.
Okay.
And then I did it for a few years, and then pandemic happened.
Yeah.
Shut everything down, and so I kind of had to go into other kitchens.
Okay.
So
yeah. So COVID really played a big role in it. Okay. All right. So I guess the transition from COVID, is that how you ended up here?
So I worked for a company not far from this location for a guy for about 5 years. I ran a couple of his kitchens for him. I mean, it was good. Sometimes you just kind of outgrow the situation.
Yeah.
And I still kind of wanted, any chef wants to do his own menu. So I felt like it was time for me to transition to a place where I could, focus on what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And this is that place.
Okay.
So, I kind of just kind of fell into it.
Okay.
I've been here about 4 months.
Okay.
It's a little slow, but I know it's going to pick up.
Yeah.
We're going to do good.
Now, as far as the menu here, so what inspired this, or what inspired some of the things that you make here? Like I had the French, the brewski, that thing was stacked. So what inspired that?
So that was already on the menu when I got here.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they were doing it kind of as efficient as I do it.
Okay.
There's layers to it, and you got to kind of stack it accordingly.
Yeah.
So I did that. But in terms of breakfast, man, the Coney Islands in Detroit, this is what we serve.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah, this
classic. Okay.
This is our thing.
Okay.
We call it a big breakfast.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
can get just like that, except in Detroit, we also offer a slice of ham.
Mm.
So you can do the grits or hash browns, French toast, pancakes, waffles, however you want. But this is pretty much
Okay.
that type of plate that we use in Detroit.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's just natural. It just feels good. It's just kind of like being at home
Okay.
doing this meal.
No, that makes sense. Now, we had talked to Marios about the Bible study,
Mhm.
and there's a Bible study that takes place here.
Yeah.
So when you got here, the Bible study was already here. Is that right?
Already in place.
So what did you think about that whenever you came here and you saw them meeting for Bible study?
Man. So again, I grew up in Detroit, and I'm a Christian.
Mm.
And my parents made sure we went to church every Sunday. Bible study on Wednesdays, choir rehearsal.
Okay.
It was a part of life. So
Right.
it was nice to see men fellowshipping like that.
Mm.
You don't always see iron sharpens iron.
Correct.
So to see them, and they're just really nice guys.
Yeah.
And I kind of listen as often as I can.
Yeah.
But being an open kitchen, and it's not it's not so condensed. Like I can hear what they're saying.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is your, I guess, faith journey like? I know you said you grew up in church.
Yeah.
Is that something that you said that's something that you always did? Was there a period where your faith was ever challenged? And if it was challenged, how did you overcome it? Or talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So so fortunately, I grew up in a house with both my parents, my mom and my dad. My dad passed in '95. He hadn't reached even 55 years old.
How old were you when he?
I was 30 when he passed.
Oh yeah.
So he was 40. He was actually 54 when he passed. So that was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard. And my mom had MS all my teenage years and my adult life. And then so MS isn't really what was her demise. It's a disease called sepsis. So I lost both my parents.
Oh wow.
My grandparents are gone. A lot of my aunts and uncles are gone.
Wow.
And I've been to therapy for a couple of years, and there's a thing called survivor's remorse. And that's what I learned that I have, is survivor's remorse sometimes. So, you can self-sabotage, or you can come out of it.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to know that God loves me. Yeah.
Wow, man. That's heavy, losing both your parents. Like my dad right now, we thought that he was about to die a month ago because he had a stroke, but he came through it. But I can't even imagine and losing both like that. Sam was kind of speaking earlier about just how you had that pain, but you overcame it.
Mhm.
And there are some people who feel that pain and they say, you know what, I want everyone to feel this pain. And then there are some people who have that pain and they say, you know what, whoever has this pain, I want to help them through it because you were able to overcome that too. And I know that grief is a process, but what role did God and Jesus just play in that and therapy? Help you with that.
Yeah, he's never left my side, man. Through it all. And even deeper than that, I lost my oldest brother a couple of years ago. And I tell the story all the time about, so my brother went to Vegas to get married on Thursday and died Friday. So if nothing else, I realized how short life is.
Yeah.
You can't wallow in it.
Yeah.
And really the only way to come out of it is to have faith, and pray. And prayer does change things. I truly believe prayer changes things. So I just live my life grateful and thankful every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for somebody that's dealing with that, what was would you add anything to that? Someone who comes across this video and is experiencing hardships like that, what would you say to them?
Just hold tight to your faith. If you're not a believer, I suggest you try God.
Yeah.
He won't let you down.
Yeah.
I know that he's my spiritual father. He's my brother. He's my mother. So I get up every day and I'm thankful and I'm grateful. And I sit in my driveway before I come to work and ask him to protect me on my journey, keep the deer out my way.
Yeah, you got a lot of those.
Yeah. So I'm just grateful, man. I'll be 61 in March, man.
Exactly.
And I've already outlived most of my relatives, man.
Yeah.
So I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Man, praise the Lord for you, man. I appreciate the interview. I appreciate just your story and everything that you do here at the diner. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep building on that. We're gonna keep building God's kingdom, and until He calls us home or until He comes back. All right, man. Grace and peace, y'all.
Appreciate you.
All right, man.
Thanks, man. I got a little teary eyed.